Hey, you guys, it's Charlie.
And here we go.
Okay, Joe joining us. To tell you the truth, I have absolutely nothing planned for tonight. I only got home like literally a minute or two ago. You can ask Joe. I jumped in here and I'm like, hey, where's everybody else at? but I'm like cooked. It was a hot day. As you can see, I am red.
Gotta wear that sunscreen, man. Gotta wear that sunscreen.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that we're working on a concrete slab and it was like 85 degrees today.
Yeah, well.
So yeah, it was hot. But we got a lot of work done. We're getting ready to set trusses tomorrow. It's going to be a fun time. And then I am also going to be working on doing a few videos and stuff for my boss to help him promote his business and get a few things out there. So stay tuned for that. It's
you're gonna charge them for that, aren't you?
A little bit,
yeah,
but
you gotta make a little bit. Oh.
It's getting my stuff out there more. It's helping him get his stuff out there, and it's giving us both an opportunity to grow.
There you go.
Both him and his son are absolutely like blown away with the prospecting stuff and are like completely interested in doing it. Hooking me up with a few other places to go check out. So it's going to be a fun time. And we have heavy equipment we can use too.
Oh man, backhoes.
Yeah, backhoes, diggers, the whole 9 yards.
Nice. Got a whole bunch of people. It's crowding up in here. It was 7 less than a minute ago. It's up to 13 now.
Yeah, Reg, I might look orange, but that's just sun glow. Give me like 2 days and I'll be dark. My arms are already like I peeled a little bit on my arms and they're already dark.
You got that Donald Trump look to you.
Yeah, I got that Donald Trump glow. So how's everybody doing? Here, let me do this real quick.
Yeah.
And then go like this. Just set it down there, Joe. Okay.
Love you, Dad.
Love you too, Joe.
Hi, Dad. Dad, we can take a walk together.
Yeah, we had a beautiful day here today. Beautiful. Me and the wife went out bicycle riding all day, stopped for lunch in town. Had a nice day, met a few people.
DC, I'm going to try and have that all ready to go. And then when I come back from Nugget, I'm going to try and swing by and drop that off. I'll text you around the time when I'm getting closer to you. And then might do a little video or whatever, dropping it off, handing it over to you. Just shoot me a text and let me know what you think about that. What's up, Graveyard Prospecting? I haven't even gone through chat. We got 14 people in here. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out. It's been chaotic.
Say hello to everybody. We got Reg Lab. He's been here from the get-go. Scars Prospecting has been here from the get-go also.
Charlie!
Hey, there's
Joe!
What's up, Pierre?
Hey, oh.
What's up, guys?
Not much, man. Joey Brown in the house.
So how's it feel being back to work, Charlie?
Great.
Awesome, bro.
Really great.
Very cool.
Upside too is working with this new boss. I have cut way back on my smoking intake. Like I left the house with 3 cigarettes in this pack, and that's what I came home with.
Wow.
That's a good thing.
So you guys might be quitting smoking.
It's been almost 8 weeks for me.
It's not something that I can do like right overnight, but for me to cut down from smoking 2 packs a day to only having 2 cigarettes is pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's awesome, brother.
I
Keep it up.
started up again when I was down there at Lucky Strike. I was having so much fun, man.
Don't do that, Joe.
My wife yelled at me. Oh, she yelled at me like I was a little kid getting scolded, man. Oh, man. She laid into me.
Yeah, I said to the wife, I'm going to smoke a little bit. And she's like, don't do it.
Chris
I
Golding
feel
hasn't
better.
smoked in 6 years.
Oh, that's
my
good, man. That's
accomplishment
good.
right there.
Yeah, I'm
But I'll
breathing a
tell you
little
what,
better,
though,
so
I
that's
do
good.
feel better at the end of the day, not having smoked as many cigarettes as I usually do.
Oh, yeah. You definitely feel it. I feel the difference coming back from Lucky Strike. I got to stop again, man. But you know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Cartoon says trying to quit smoking is the toughest thing in the world, at least to me. It was hard for me, too, but I had to.
Yeah, I know.
My chest
Yeah,
was
I feel like
actually hurting,
So,
man.
with me, I've been smoking since my older brothers forced me to, so I couldn't tell on them. And that was like 28 years ago. So,
man.
Nothing like a little peer pressure there, brother.
yeah.
You
I'm
don't
gonna go
want to
back
know how
up
many
here.
years it's been since I was 12 years old. That's a scary thought.
The rock smashers in the chat. David B. Chris G.
Yeah, I pinned the link into the stream if anybody wants to come up and join us and hang out. That's all we're really doing tonight is hanging out, having a good time, chit-chatting, going over plans for the weekends and what we're going to be doing. And it's going to be a fun time.
Where you go? You going up to Nugget Lake this weekend?
Matt's going to be coming up and picking me up Friday night, and then we're going to go out for up to one of his buddies' places that has a cabin. He's going to let us use it, and all he wants is my first original sluice box that I made up, the one out of the swimming pool material. I have a backup mat that I had ordered for it, and I'm going to set it all up and hand it over to him for use of the cabin.
Nice.
So it's going to be a fun thing. We're going to be there Saturday and then head back Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Now,
the
is that an actual
weekend,
lake or a creek?
It's an actual lake. The creek that feeds into the lake is Plum Creek.
Okay.
And then there's also another creek that feeds into that creek, which that spot's usually pretty good for finding some gold.
Nice.
But it's all a fun time.
I have to make my way up there and visit you one of these weekends. Yeah, baby.
I'll take you out. You just got to stop by, man. And the campsite for like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $56 for 2 adults.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Which is not bad.
No.
Plus, you have electric and water right at the campsite. And then there's showers and bathrooms and stuff that you can use there too as well.
Cool.
Right.
They have RV hookups and all that stuff too. So if you come out with an RV, they have all the power and everything that needs to go with it.
Speaking of devil, he just came in the house.
My RV is in for service already. Can you believe that?
That new one that you got, that looks
nice.
The
brand. That's where I was taking it.
Oh.
I wrote out the awning to show my neighbor, and I noticed that it was pulling off the RV. I'm like, what the
All right, Rock Butcher.
Yeah, so they're fixing it.
Oh, all right.
We got Milwaukee Matt in the house. What's up, dude?
Hey, Matt. What's up, brother?
What's up,
Mitch
Bacchus?
from Graveyard Prospecting.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, a lot of wow, we filled up nicely. 19 in the house right now.
Yeah.
Bacchus is in the house. Thumbs up.
I gotta get over. They got any gold in Connecticut there, Bacchus? Because they ain't got none here in New York. I'm gonna have to travel east over there. Litchfield County, see if they got any gold.
That's all good, Josh. That's all good. I understand.
Tom from T's Hobbies in the house?
Yeah, T's on there.
Yeah, but
Dave Arizona.
for getting a cabin, and I can tell you right now, those cabins aren't small. They're about the size of the one that was over by Lucky Strike, down by the restrooms and stuff. They're decent sized cabins. You can fit like
Yeah.
4 or 5 people in there. It's totally worth it for the amenities and stuff that you get with it. But for Friday, Saturday, that's still a pretty good price.
I didn't know that you could rent that house next to the bathrooms there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That's
Man,
the spot where the spot where they hooked up Jericho and Mrs. Jericho for next year's spring dirt thing.
Nice.
That way we have a spot where we can charge everything, plug everything in, and set up like a little hotspot area to do like live streams and stuff if we need to. That way we can stream at night instead of like trying to huddle around a flashlight to try and talk to people.
Light up the porch, right?
Right?
That's got a nice little fire pit and all there, man. That's good. I'll be down there on the first.
Says, yeah, and it's just me. He's going to be the only one in that cabin, and it sleeps like 4 to 5 people.
Who's going to be the only one in there?
T Hobbies. He's coming out that weekend for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
T Hobbies. How far is it from Nugget Lake from your place? I'm just trying to figure out how far you're driving.
Well, he's way up there. I know that. DB in the house. Yo.
Finally got the bandage off and this thing closed up, so I'm in good shape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see it up close. What'd you do? Oh damn.
Yeah, it was
Ooh.
pretty nasty. As long as I keep my fingers taped, it's gonna be fine. You know what I mean? It closed up good, no infection. It's all good.
Did you get it? You didn't get no. Oh, you didn't stick around to get stitched up, huh?
Nah, man, it was like 5.5 hours. I said, I'm out of here. What is the gash on my leg? I can handle this little cut. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, so
Yeah.
an hour and 56 minutes, that's not too far of a drive for you, T Hobby.
Nah, that's not bad at all.
2 hours, hop, skip,
Yeah.
and a jump, man.
Yep.
After that drive down to North Carolina, I could do that with my eyes closed, man.
That's a long ride, ain't it, Joe?
It wasn't too bad though. I went when I came down. Instead of coming down 95, I went down 81, went through the mountains, and it was a nice drive.
I told you that's the way to go.
And I even called up Jericho because I was planning on stopping in Richmond, and I told them why should I stop in Richmond? I got two more hours. I'll meet you there at Lucky Strike, and they weren't even there yet.
Right.
Hey, Rock,
Yo,
Hey, guys.
Butcher.
How's it going?
What's going on, Jim? How are you tonight?
Good, man.
Heard you got all kind of specimens and cool stuff, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. Yeah, lots of really wicked stuff that, like, we don't get up here because the rocks up here are so much older. Oh, I got the hiccups. So much older than the stuff down there, you know. So,
Right.
yeah, a lot of that stuff has been here, done that, and gone when you're sampling up here.
What's up, Detectable? How you doing?
Detectable. What's happening, man? I got a little bit. I'm not tan yet, but when I get back from tomorrow's expedition, there we're going on the river with the boat striper fishing, so I should get a little tan by tomorrow.
Oh yeah, out on the boat, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting ready
Especially
to
with
head
that
out.
water reflecting the sunlight back at you.
Oh,
I'm getting ready to head out to Indiana next week, so that's going to be a good time.
That first day down in the desert, Arizona, I put sunscreen everywhere on my hands and that, long sleeves because you're walking through thorny bushes and stuff. And the one spot I forgot was the back of your head where the ball cap's got that little D shape. And I got this great photo. That night I was there at the house and I'm feeling the back of my head. I'm like, wow, that feels kind of moist, like it feels there's something wrong here. And my partner in crime there, he took a photo up of it. And I sent it to my kids and they just all had a big laugh out of that. Dad had this D-shaped sunburn on the back of his head.
Bud Files in the house, man. How you doing, man?
Bud Files, Detective Bull, I hope you're feeling all right, brother.
Around the end of July or into August, I'm heading west again this summer. Yeah, Reg, just reach out, man. Goodness knows, like where I'll be at what time, but reach out to me. Oh man, the hiccups are killing me. Reach out to me, and I'll, and if I could stretch things to make you.
Excuse me 1 second, guys.
Then you'll be good.
Hey, Detective Bull. Hey, $40,000 ain't bad.
If you need a couch this time, Reg, you're welcome to it, buddy. I don't know if you're coming out in the van or not, but we can sit you down on the sleeper bed down in the rec room. Probably a lot more comfortable than that camper.
Tired? You look tired, Charlie.
That's all right. David Villa says, Jim, sorry I couldn't meet up with you in Arizona. I know, David, it was like a 5-hour drive for you. That's an awfully long way to go.
That's a long drive.
You and everybody else who said 5 to 6 hours was a long drive. I appreciate. Yeah. I drove for 3 days. So
it's a lot of miles, man.
But was it worth the 3-day drive?
Absolutely. Every single second of it. Beautiful people, beautiful country.
Makes it all worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh.
Red says, yeah, it sounds good.
Rock,
we certainly want to stop in and see you again. Good sir, thank you. Yeah, we are taking the van as far as I know. And then, and then it says she's a beast, but she made it there and back again like a hobby in the middle of the journey.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, it's 12 hours on David Villa's time. Oh, that's a long drive. That's a long drive, buddy. Holy crap! Where are you at, David Villa? I thought you were in California.
That's what a secret is.
Looking for the beer koozie thing.
Wow, 1,000 kilometers a day.
Well, I was driving well over 1,000 kilometers a day. I was doing I was doing 12 to 1,300 a day when I was busting ass between Point and 10 Point.
Man, that's a lot.
Well, it's not hard to do when you're doing 80 mile an hour because 80 mile an hour is 130 kilometers an hour, right? So for every 3 hours you travel, you're eating up 100 kilometers. Where are you at, David? Yeah, I thought you were in.
Yep, near Sacramento. Yes, David.
Sacramento to Phoenix is 12 hours?
I grew up in Del Paso.
I didn't realize it was that far. I thought it was only 4 or 5 hours.
No, it's quite a drive because you got to go up and over the Rockies.
Yeah, I mean, I went the other way. When I drove Route 66, like I went down through Phoenix or Tucson and Phoenix, and then over to visit my buddy in Los Angeles. I just don't remember it being 12 hours from there to there. I mean, yeah. That's okay. I absolve you of your sin, David Villa. If it was a 12-hour drive, I'll absolve you of that.
and a sack of tomato.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, Sacramento is like smack dab in the middle of California. LA is down here closer to Arizona.
So he's got to come all the way down the state first.
Down the
before he
state
goes.
and then over.
I was thinking about a state that's about that wide, like
Because
to a Canadian, that's like
Sacramento is like right here,
gotcha.
That's a hike.
and LA is like
It's
down here.
there. Yeah.
That is a hike.
I'm getting a geography lesson here, David V. Watch this. Okay, completely understood. I thought you were down closer to the border there, David. Reset my vagus nerve using a small spoon of sugar. It'll cure the hiccups. I don't know. I could ask my wife to try to reset my vagus nerve.
David B says he's farther than that.
Vagus nerve reset.
What was that?
David B said he's farther than that.
Oh, you're farther than that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Joey Brown said Sacramento.
Anyway, no. It was a great trip. And I gotta say, like, you American guys, you look at Canadians and you say, oh, Canadians are so polite and they're so, apologetic and they're so everything like that. But like in front of all of you people, I'll say, you know what? I genuinely enjoyed my time down there because everybody I met, whether it was at a gas station or a restaurant or a grocery store or whatever, they all were truly respectful of the people that were around them. Like I didn't hear any bitch talking, and people would actually look you in the eye when you walked up to them and say, hey, how are you doing?
Oh, you must not have been in any cities then.
In Canada, like it's like until that person gets into your personal space, you don't even engage them, And no, everybody I met down there were just great human beings and respectful of others around them. And I had a really good time.
Well, some of us Americans do rock, Jim.
You want to get
all the ones I met rock. Once I met rock. There's a very small percentage apparently that on YouTube like to pick on other people, but but when you meet them in person, the people that I've met in the States are wonderful people. So
406 in the house. What's up, brother?
I enjoyed my trip.
Yo, 406, what's happening there, Stacy?
What do you got, Joe? You doing some pay dirt or something?
What's that?
What do you got? Some pay dirt or something?
I got some tailings that I've gone through. I was just taking some black sand out of it, put it in my black sand collection.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot going on this weekend. I might run some pay dirt.
Reg Slab is going way outside of my comfort zone here, talking about where my hiccups are coming from, the spinal cord and somewhere between my third and fifth cervical segments. And I just prefer to think about that wonderful, great, big, enormously fat lady in Utah City, Nebraska, that gave me a senior's discount at the Motel 6, even though I looked at her and I said, I'm sorry, darling, I'm not a senior. She says, oh, it'll save you a couple of dollars.
I'm 27 with 27 years experience. I'm not a senior.
There you go. Yeah. No, it's all good. Hey, David, I wouldn't be anywhere else, buddy.
406.
Better you than me there, 406.
He was ripping apart cars all day long.
I was riding my bicycle with my wife. Nice day.
I was going through hellish meetings at work. like all morning, and then I had to wait for the electric people to come in the afternoon. It was just I don't even want to talk about it.
You know, I used to go through that, and I got sick and tired of it. I just stopped doing that stuff.
I'm sick and tired of it right now, Joe. I want to retire, but I can't.
Quit.
I can't, man. I just bought an RV.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
At least 100 payments.
I watched your video of you rolling out in the.
I had to take it for service, Jim.
You got it all set up, or
no? I had to take it for service already.
okay?
Yeah, pissed me off.
Well, get the bearings greased.
No. It was I put the awning out to show my neighbor next door, and it started pulling out the wall. I'm not happy about that.
Oh, okay.
So they're fixing it.
Make sure you get those axle bearings greased, though. The number of times I've seen them pull over on the side of the road because of
Smoking.
axle bearings,
Yeah.
is not.
But that's why you got to make sure that you maintain them, grease them up really good, and then like once you get to your location, check them again.
Yeah.
Make sure you bring your grease gun with you.
It's a steady thing.
Mm-hmm. Already got a brand new one and a couple tubes of grease, so we're being good shape.
Right on.
And then not just your axles or anything like that, but like any of your greasers that need to be done, because keeping RVs just like having a semi, pretty much. If you think about it, there's a lot of upkeep and maintenance that you have to have with them as well. The parts aren't cheap, and then trying to find a place that'll actually work on them.
Well, I bought the extra insurance, Charlie. Everything is covered. Everything. Even down to the refrigerator.
You did it smart. You did it smart. Not a lot of people will go for that extra insurance.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't me. It was the missus. Like, I would have been like, I'll take care of it.
And like DC Prospecting said, too, they don't make things like they used to.
No,
they
they
literally
don't.
manufacture things so they break.
Yep.
What's up, Brad?
Jim
Wilson?
Jim has a cure. Says it sounds like you need to go dredging, Pierre. If I come out there and go dredging, I'm not coming out the water, dude.
Good day, Brad. Good day.
Did you see me down at Lucky Strikes with WK?
Right.
Yeah. And Nick wants me to come out there to Colorado as well.
What's up, Robert Worley? How you doing?
Robert
Worley has been a member for 7 months. Thank you very much for supporting the channel.
I didn't see him. Where is he?
I'm seeing it on the YouTube side. You can't see it on the StreamYard side.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I open the tablet.
I see him now. Yeah.
I open the tablet when I'm on, so I can just read off the tablet, you know?
Pardon me.
Definitely makes it easier. That way I can also see the screen a little bit bigger, because being on the cell phone, it's not very big.
Right. The only thing is there's a 7-second delay from the
YouTube side versus the StreamYard side. Yep. What's up,
yes.
Scars? How you doing?
Nick, we were just talking about you, man.
Hey, Scars.
Talking
The
bad.
link is
And it
pinned
wasn't
up at the
good.
top if anybody wants to jump in and join us. We have room for 2 more people.
Yeah, I gotta do some work on my boat trailer. I gotta get the boat off of it. I gotta put new rollers on it. I gotta put new leaf springs on it. But I only go like a quarter of a mile. I can see the river from my porch, so it's
Right.
not that far.
That's
But I still
not
gotta
too bad.
maintain it, you know.
Man, I need to come hang with you, Joe.
Probably cost you the same to buy a whole new trailer, Joe.
Why buy a whole new trailer?
Because it probably costs you the same as replacing the rollers and the leaf springs on the one you got.
I got the rollers already. The rollers are nothing.
A trailer costs $1,000 at the most.
The leaf springs ain't gonna be that much. They're standard. I'll cut them out, put them, get the torch out there, cut them out, bada bing, bada bang, put them right back in.
You know, bada bing, bada bang, and
Yeah.
no problem. Get her done.
Yes,
Get
sir.
her done.
That's how we do it.
Look at the difference there. From
3 years from now, you'll be saying, "Hey, why, I got to get another set of springs." Yeah, there's the tan line.
You gotta be you gotta be a little pessimistic, you know. Not
He's got
optimistic,
that farmer's
not
tan.
pessimistic.
I'm just thinking long term, Joe.
long term, that boat's going to be sunk by then.
No,
Brad Welsh in the house.
you gotta spend the money on it, do it right. Yeah. Anyway, you want to do it on a cheap, just get a bunch of foam and stick it on the old rollers, and it'll just sit right fine on the old roller.
Nick, call in. Nick broke an axle today on his trailer. That sucked.
That's an idea. I can send the old springs to Badger. Let him make me
Nice
make
knife.
me a hatchet or something out of it.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Yeah,
Nick, I'm good, man. I'm good.
It was a hot day today, but we got a bunch of work done. We're
It
getting
got
ready
up
to
damn near 90 there.
We got to 85 here today, and we're working on concrete slabs, standing 14-foot tall walls.
Yeah, we're up about 80 degrees here today too, so it was it was beautiful.
Shelby.
Oh, it was an excellent day here. That's why we took the bikes out.
Tom says that axles are great to forge with too.
Yeah, because it's like high tempered, high
High
density steel, high carbon steel. Yeah. Really good for making like chisels and picks and stuff like that.
Yep.
You can also make some really cool blades out of them too.
Yes, sir. Especially them leaf springs, man.
What's up, Shelby?
Leaf springs for cars. Same. You can make really, really sharp knives that hold their edge well.
Damn, Kaspersky keeps popping up. Oh my God, it's all over my screen.
What is it?
Oh, the Kaspersky internet. It keeps popping up. Terms of service have been updated. I close it. Pops up something else.
Oh, yeah. I get some of them.
Come and check us out. Close
that. You're not checking us out. Close that.
Yeah, exactly.
Come take a look.
There's a reason I'm closing you out. You want to know a funny thing? When I came down here to the man cave, because my camera doesn't usually sit on top of my screen here, the kids put it away, and I picked it up and I put it on the screen, and I was looking at myself when I came into StreamYard, and I was like this, and I'm like, oh, maybe I have it upside down. So I flipped it around. Stupid camera. Or stupid operator, one of the two.
Tom said old leaf springs sometimes have micro fractures you don't see until you start making something really cool and nice.
Yeah. But if you got one of them micro fractures in there, when you heat it up and peen it, wouldn't it more or less melt together?
Melt it better? Yeah, melt it back together.
I would think it's not quite as...
Maybe if you folded it.
It might, but...
Yeah, you got to fold it and forge weld it.
Like I tell all my field crews, like we get pressure washers, bring them in the field, and I tell them, like, especially if we're in muddy terrain, it's like I want every 2 or 3 days you guys get cartoons, and all those springs get right in around the springs and wash them out, because just that little bit of grit in between those leaves, that's enough to cause the wear, and it'll cause a fracture if you get enough of a shock on it when you've got just the right size of grain in there. So,
Joe, what were you going to replace on the boat? The springs, the leaf springs?
The 2 leaf springs and the rollers on the trailer.
Those leaf springs make real nice knives too, man. I've seen some guys over in like China and Korea cut some nice knives out of them.
Yeah, high carbon steel. It's good steel, man.
Nick, what's up, brother?
How's it going? The springs are real good. The leaf spring. Yeah, heck yeah.
David V said the leaf springs are real hard to heat up. It takes a lot of gas to heat them up. I don't know how true that is.
They're so thick. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay, I think if we can heat up a railroad spike, I'm pretty sure we can get a leaf spring.
That's
Right.
pretty high carbon steel too.
So Nick, what happened with that trailer, man? Did you get it out of there or what?
Bro, about 2 years ago, I was in a field, right? Maybe 3. No, it was longer than that. Probably like
Later, Jim.
3-4
Take
years
care,
ago, I was
Jim.
in a field
Later on, Jim. See you around.
cutting this 1911 thresher out of these trees. These trees were growing up through it and everything. I spent 2 days cutting these trees out. Hauled it out of there from Holyoke about 50 miles back to my house. And it's been sitting in my yard, and finally I sold it today. So I'm loading it up to go deliver it 3 hours away. And, well, when I picked it up 3 years ago, my axle snapped in the cornfield. Because you know how they go, do-do, 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 do-do.
Right.
Snapped my axle because I'm just hauling butt right through the field. And it's not like a regular axle, man. It's got 8 wheels. It's got one solid axle with a stub at the end, and it has a big old rectangle solid steel box that goes onto that stub, and it like balances like that. And
Right.
2 tires here and 2 tires here, and it just goes like that with no suspension. And it snapped and blew out 3 of the 4 tires on that side, you know.
Oh.
So I got the welder, the generator. Yeah, I'm gonna go down there, jack it up, pull the wheels off, and weld it back on, and go get another trailer, rent another trailer, and because I don't have a big gas welder, man, that probably will hold it. I got a wire feed that will hold it to limp it home, maybe if it didn't have any cargo, you know.
Did you
Yeah,
make your
that
money
looks
back?
like
Did you make
I
your
would
money
stick
back
welding.
selling the piece?
I got the piece for free. But yeah, I made some money for my time for sure. But yeah, I sold everything in the yard because everything's going. Everything in these houses because I'm getting ready to move, trying to move last summer.
I know. Imagine trying to go live on a cell phone, T Hobby.
Hey, that's me. I'm on a phone right now.
Especially when you got big fat fingers, and then you try and poke something, and then it's not poking because it's not reading your fat finger.
I don't have a lighter here, so I can't light the mining lamp. But we're not really mining anyway, so
No, we're just hanging out anyway.
that's right.
So I gotta get this done, man. I got 4 trips to make 3 hours away. So I'm gonna go rent a 40-foot trailer, a gooseneck, and get it all done hopefully in 2 trips. Cheers.
That would be sweet.
Man,
Cheers,
what a
Pete.
day. What a day.
I wanted to smoke, so I said, "Let me have a beer."
The blue high. So other than that, man, I'm just getting ready for this trip and go get some gold.
Me too, man. Next week,
You know,
So
Head to
where you
Indiana.
heading to, Scars?
going to go gold dredging up at the mine up in Clear Creek Canyon, Blackhawk.
I
In
saw
Colorado?
that. I saw
Yeah,
that big hole you was in, brother.
Oh yeah, heck yeah,
Yeah, man. On that short.
yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's Nick's little hidey hole where he goes in and finds all these really cool pieces of gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my honey hole, man.
Yeah.
That's another 3 hours from me.
Now is that on a claim that you own or something?
No, that's 385 acres of BLM land that you can mine, prospect.
Right.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And Nick just works harder than anybody else, and that's why he's got that hole there.
Oh man, we dug. That was smooth all the way down that mountainside. We dug out that whole mountainside straight into it. So we had a 10-foot wall, 12-foot wall.
I seen it. Yeah, well, you guys wearing hard hats because you're worried about shit falling on your head.
Oh, that hole, that gold dredging hole, that was that's where we're going now. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
T's hobbies is big. So I'm
so I got that nugget.
I'm a 40-minute drive from the border, and then down into Minnesota.
Native area.
I mentioned a couple of times. times there. Sorry. When I was headed back up through Minnesota, I must have driven right past you. Whereabouts are you in Minnesota? I can go across Pigeon Falls in 40 minutes. Just outside of Grand Marais.
That's where everyone lives, on the border there. 90% of the population.
90% of Canadians live within 100 miles of the U.S. border. And when you figure how big our country is, that just lets you know how
they all live right here.
How thin everybody else is everywhere else. Well, it's not like that. It's like, Vancouver's over here, which is about like 3,000 miles away from Winnipeg, which is another 2,000 miles away from Toronto, which is like 1,000 miles away from Montreal, but because we're pretty wide that way. But yes.
Canada, man. Native Arizona is coming down from Arizona.
What town, T Hobbies and things? I could give you a rough estimate if I hit Google Maps and just say Thunder Bay to your town.
Heck, man.
St. Cloud.
St. Cloud, Minnesota. Okay, let's do that. St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Native Arizona is on their way down here, and Joe's going to be down here as well.
Scuba Steve in the house.
PA Patriots picking up Joe, and they're coming to Colorado gold dredging.
Joe, we going to Colorado?
Yeah. Sure, you wanna?
No, it's longer than
I was supposed to be there today, he said.
No, I had a hiccup today. I had to take the wife on the bicycle.
Yeah, I figured it would be like a 12-hour drive for you there, Rock Butcher.
Yeah, no, it's 6 hours.
Or 6 hours?
Yeah, it's 6 hours.
That's not bad.
Because he's past Duluth. I thought he was north of Duluth. But
6 hours ain't too bad.
He's northwest of Minneapolis.
You just did 4,400 miles, didn't you, Jim?
Yeah, I could do 6 hours in standing up on my head.
Yeah, it's hop, skip, and a jump.
That's right.
Heck, yeah.
As long as you're paying for my gas. Just throwing that out there.
Like to do a giveaway for you or something. Luke Duke won a $1/2 bag of gold on my 750 sub giveaway.
Really?
You gave away a bag of gold?
Yeah, I did a little pop-up video and was checking some things out, and Luke Duke won.
No rock porn tonight. But I guess I'm downstairs in the man cave, and all the rock porn is upstairs. The kids and mommy are watching some lovey-dovey movie.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing you're in a man cave then.
Yeah, that's it. I just don't want to be around it.
Huh? Are you in breakout room?
No.
On a live stream?
I believe that. T Hobby.
Is that Mrs. Scars?
She goes, oh man, busted. No, and my son's right here too. He's trying to steal my laptop.
Oh.
2 minutes. Well, I'm done.
Get him in the picture frame. Get him in the picture frame, man.
Come say
Let's
hi.
see the boy.
Come say hi to everyone. Don't be scared.
I'm shy.
Back is 573. Yo.
I don't know. Come here.
Stick your head in there, boy.
Every time I'm talking to you guys online and watching you guys live now, when my wife comes up to me,
you'll be scared.
She says, "Wait, is your camera on?" Because that one time she came in and gave me a kiss, and all you guys are like, "Whoa, look at that!"
We love you, Jim.
yeah. And it's now she's like, "Is your camera on?" No, my camera's not on. Okay. Okay.
She's camera shy now.
Yeah.
T Hobbies, we're doing 10, 11 hours a day on spring fling. Heck me.
Yeah, we worked, man. We worked.
That's a good day.
David B said, "Howdy, Nick Jr."
Bacchus, have you ever seen You ever see my opal?
Yeah, that one's pretty.
Or my
I'll even
copper
blow you up for that one, Rock Butcher.
No
Well,
biting too
That's
hard.
the only porn I got down here, really. I'd have to go look for it on my shelf now. But if Bacchus has already seen it, there's no point in showing it again.
Ask her of mine and what's up?
Well, I didn't see it.
Dubby.
You haven't seen my opal?
I don't think so.
Villa.
I might have.
It's a chunk.
Yeah.
You want
I got a little one.
You want some gold porn?
Oh, Joe's whipping out the gold now.
And am I tired?
We're gonna start with the little one.
I buried all my gold, man.
Go to a bigger one.
Make Joe big.
Go to a bigger one.
Oh, come on, Joe, slow down. There we go.
All right, I'll go back to the little one. That's the little one.
That is nice.
He's like, check out this collection of gold eagles.
That's the bigger one. That's even a little bigger one. And here's the biggie. Oh,
Yummy.
you got the wrong side there.
They're pretty cool, man.
Oh, yeah.
Those are pretty.
Yummy.
Nuggets.
Those Proof 70 Ultra Cameo 2003 W Gold Eagles. If you ever watch my video, that's where I got the name from, because I collect these things.
Nuggets.
T hobbies and things. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
Tip it a little bit downward so the glare's off, or the other way.
That's
A
gorgeous.
little bit more right there.
One of them's yours, Nick.
What?
One of them's yours that I won from you.
Oh man, heck yeah! Added the collection, man.
Yeah, man. There's like 4 or 5 in there.
Yummy.
T's Hobbies is out. I'll see you, brother. Yeah, so I got some. I got that picker bag to go through, and about 15 gallons of cons that you guys left from Spring Fling to go through. I might go through some of that stuff this weekend.
I might have to take a ride down there and give you a hand.
Set up the 10-inch combo dream mat and the sluice.
Heck yeah!
And have at it.
There you go.
That's a shindig there. 15. What is that?
David,
Buckets or 15?
it's got to be at least 3 5-gallon buckets of cons left over. They speed panned through it, and then they didn't want to throw them back in the creek, so I bagged them up and brought them home.
Oh heck yeah!
I had like three sand sacks, and they gave them to me, and they're like, "Go throw them, dude. I don't want to throw it back in the creek." So I just bagged them up and brought it home.
Hey, the black sands, even that's good stuff to keep. And there's gold. If you're picking gold out of your black sand that you can visibly see, there's tons and tons of micros that you can't see. So if you collect all your black sands, and at the end of the year, I guarantee you'll have at least a good ounce. It depends on how much you prospect, but you'll have a good amount of gold.
Yeah.
That you can
I was going through some of that bag that I got, the $30 picker bag.
That's what I got. One of them too.
Yeah, but I've been panning it out, little by little, and I'm getting very fine micro gold out of there.
Yeah, what they do is they take a scoop from the pile that they pull out of the creek, throw it in the bag, and then they throw the pickers in there and mix it up. So you can have raw gold from the creek in there. Like the one bag I got, I bought a $25 bag and a $50 bag back earlier in the year, and the $25 bag had the nugget in it and a couple pieces, but the $50 bag had a bunch of gold in it and the nugget. You know what I mean? Almost a gram of gold. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah.
So I was it's like pot luck basically.
The $30 bag that I got while I was there, I got 0.64 out of that $30 bag.
Nice.
Dang.
So I almost got double the money back in gold just from that $30 bag.
Holy moly.
Yeah, now gold went up, so it's actually more.
And they only put like one picker into the bag because it was a picker bag. but there was decent gold in there. I mean, all the way up from nice big chunky pieces to microfine flour.
Microfine is what I'm finding
It was
out.
awesome. Like,
I think they're
Top
down
secret now.
where they're running that bucket dredge there. They're down like I think 13 or 14 feet. They haven't even hit bedrock yet. So
Yeah,
when they
that's
hit
where they're
bedrock
pulling
down
that
there.
from.
That's where they
Yeah.
get the chunky stuff is right down on the bottom.
Yep. And then when they hit bedrock, that's when they're going to find the gold down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm keeping all that gold that I get out of that $30 bag separate in one of these vials. You know, I want to see how much is going to come out of that bag.
Yeah, that's cool. They take a while to go through too. You know.
what's up, Tom? How you doing?
I'll go take a look.
Tom
see if I got-
Kingery, what's happening, man?
See if I got
Jericho in the house.
corn to make Bacchus happy here. Hang on a sec.
Tom Kingery.
Oh,
31 thumbs up.
Heck me, yeah.
David B says PA's got rocks, gold rocks. The one's a 4.2 gram nugget I won from Muller Prospecting at Christmas time.
Scuba
think I got-
Steve, you got to send me your address so I can send you back your silver penny. I believe that it's not silver, but I'll send it back to you, man. I got it.
It's a plated.
Yeah.
Tom Kingery, what's up, brother?
My newsmatic guy was looking into it, and he found some articles on it, but there was nothing ever. You know, it's not in the red book. It's this guy never knew anything about it. 1975, making anything special. So my conclusion is somebody plated it.
Or what if it was sandcasted and somebody poured silver?
Did you test it?
I'm not. No, I don't want to test it. I don't want to put anything on it. I don't want to destroy it.
Because it's like proof silver looking, you know, like
Oh, we lost Charlie.
There he is.
There he is. All right.
Oh.
But yeah, we're coming up on an hour here. We're probably gonna stay live for like another half hour, and then Charlie needs to go hop in the shower and get some aloe on his head.
No, Steve, I'm sorry to say, but I can't. I'm in New York. I can't make it out there at the end of the month. So maybe we'll come up with something to get it to you.
David B, here's the 4.2 gram nugget.
Ooh. Is
Yeah,
that the
Andy
one?
Drax is a pretty cool dude. If you guys haven't checked out his channel either, you guys should check it out. He's got some really cool stuff with his claims that he's
Andy?
doing. He's got like a whole series. Yeah, Andy Thrax.
Awesome.
Really good stuff. If you haven't checked it out, please do.
He's a one-man mining operation, man. Does everything, builds all his own equipment. You know what I mean? Hauls it all around himself.
so here's a 5-ounce nugget for you.
Oh, wow. That's very nice.
Copper nugget though.
Unfortunately, it's 5 ounces of copper. Yeah,
Uh,
but that's from the and that's the only mineral specimen I've ever actually paid money for at a rock shop, purely because I can't find that thing up here. So
A spoonful of sugar helps the hiccups go down.
well,
Next,
whatever.
you'll be farting, David B. said.
I saw that.
all of my gold other than my middle finger nugget was sold to Andy Thrax so I could get my new computer. That sucks, Reg. But I'm
So
glad you
here's-
got a new computer.
Here's a nice chunk of sandstone. You got the wrong guy on big there. Nice
Getting
chunk
there.
of sandstone. And there's the precious opal in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's badass.
Yeah.
I had a
It's got some
jeweler,
beautiful color to it.
offer me an awful lot of money for that, but that was a gift from a buddy of mine, so I keep that as a specimen.
That is really cool, right?
That's a nice piece. That's from not Kalgoorlie. What's the name of the place there where they all that funny name?
Hey Joe, drop your email in chat there for Scuba Steve.
See, there's a good half-inch of pressed
All
soap right there. Yeah, with all the red
Heck
and everything
yeah.
else.
Gorgeous stuff.
And this one might not mean a whole lot to all of you guys that don't work underground, but this is a chunk of chalcopyrite.
That's cool.
Copper sulfide, right? But this side, you can see, has been all smoothed out. And that's because this was in place along a fault that was going to kill us when we worked underground in Chile. And we tried our best not to break through to that fault. And then every once in a while we would, and we had to cement it back up again and stop the fault from failing into the rest of the mine. And this piece, that's all I got left of it. It was originally about the size of a coffee cup or a teacup plate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is what's left of it because it all just kept breaking apart. But
Wow.
yeah, the reason that edge is rounded is because it's traveled probably about 20 miles as it was being thrust up this fault as the Andes Mountains were being built. And that fault was danger, man, when we were underground because it was full of clay and everything else, and it was just going to collapse on the miners. And so now I keep that because that was one of our screw ups. And we managed to get past it, and here I am still to this day. So.
It's always good to have a reminder handy that you can take a look at.
Yeah, smarten up.
It's always good to have you here too, Rock.
It's the smarten up rock, you know.
Yeah, we learn a lot from Rock Butcher on what not to do.
Yeah, that's it. Because I've been there, and I'm still breath going in and out, 10 fingers, 10 toes. Yeah. Wow. But,
Charlie, did you see my short today?
Reg,
I only got home like 2 minutes before the live stream.
Reg, I'm glad that your boy shows off that big brick I gave you. Yeah,
that's cool.
I gave him a big slab of pentlandite nickel ore from nickel sulfide from Sudbury, Ontario, which is a huge nickel mining community in Canada.
He loves it.
So it's full of pentlandite, pyrrhotite, pyrite.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Loving it.
I'm sure there's gold in it and everything else. So,
well, boys, I want to jump. I got to get up early tomorrow and go to work and do that. Well,
yeah, I don't think we're going to be on here for much longer. I'm beat. I'm tired. My head is like throbbing.
I'm getting ready to go back to work.
I need to go in the shower and clean up
put some aloe vera on there.
Yeah.
On the back part,
Charlie,
right here.
You need to be more safe at work.
Yes.
Safety meeting. You gotta have those safety meetings. You gotta go over that safety protocol manual, bro.
Oh yeah.
Put a hat on.
I sweat so much that even wearing a hat, it doesn't help.
Nick, good luck with your trailer, brother. Hope you get that thing rolling again.
Oh yeah, we'll get it eventually. Headache after headache, but hey.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You got 3-4 trips to make, huh?
Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah.
You see my yard, I got all kinds of antique equipment, man. And if you see the first reel I posted today, it's a huge 1911 combine. The first one that had a motor, and it took 40 horses to pull it. And then there's all the plows and drills and wagons and stuff. I got to go. They're all going too. But fingers crossed they make it.
Yeah, brother. Be safe.
Saturday. Heck yeah, I try.
Joe, I'll
Mr.
talk to you
How you
later.
been? And always glad for glad.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
Mr. Diggs in the house.
Yeah.
All right, boys, you be good, all right?
Hey, PA.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, PA, if you would give up that work stuff, you wouldn't have to leave so early. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, Joe. The money just started getting good, man. Like, the last
Oh,
5, 6, 7 years. So,
all right.
You know
Stick it
what I
out
mean?
for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, they're hooking me up, and it's only 8 hours a day.
All right.
Wow, you're lucky, man. Mine are 10 to 12. That's
Yeah.
good.
Nah, man, I pushed it to 8. I said, yo, guys, this is enough of this crap.
Mr. Diggs, what's up?
All right, guys, you be good. I'll talk to you later. Charlie,
Later,
thanks for having me
PA.
on, bro.
Take it
No
easy,
problem.
yeah.
Hey, thanks for
Good night.
joining us.
Be good, guys.
Later,
Good to
brother.
see you.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm like so warm and hot that like even my legs are starting to want to cramp up. And I mean, it's not like we had any shortage of like water or anything to drink. I mean, my boss brings like cases of water and then like one of those football sized containers he usually brings of like sweet tea that he brings with him. So it's not like we don't have a shortage of drinks or anything like that. It's just working after being off for like 2 months and then going back to work and like working hard and heavy. It gets to you.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't go back to work. I've been retired too long. Rock Butcher, you still with Rock Butcher? That picture that you put up with the fish. I know I asked you this before, but what kind of fish are they?
What on my this one on my
Yeah.
those are lake trout.
Oh, lake trout.
The
Okay.
big one is 35 pounds. The small one is 28.
Oh.
I caught both of them the same day. And that lake that you're on, we're pulling them out of over 100 feet of water. And so when you land them, you got to keep them because unless you've got like a needle because they don't burp, lake trout don't burp the air out. So unless you got a needle that you can puncture the air sac through their backs to deflate them to allow them to go back down to depth where they're used to swimming around. They float on the surface and flop around and they die.
Oh.
So it's like catching a salmon. You catch them, you stake them up, and then the tails we turn them into fillets, and yeah, they're great eating.
Yeah, I'm going fishing tomorrow for stripers over here in the Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a catch and release type of
stripers. Yeah, stripers. People don't eat stripers though, do they? It's just
yes,
a sport
they do.
fish for. Oh, really?
They're very good. Yeah.
I thought stripers were just kind of catch and release because they fight so well.
Oh no, we went out to Montauk, the tip of Long Island. I used to go out there every year.
Yeah.
And this guy on the boat that we used to charter always used to tell us, take the stripers to the Chinaman, take them to. So one year we finally, all right, let's do it. We took 12 pounds of fillet.
Hey, Bill.
And he made everything from General Tao striper to this kind of striper, sauteed, just all. And I personally don't like fish. I don't eat fish. I eat sushi, but I don't know why. But I don't like fish. I ate fish that night, and that stuff was delicious.
Fantastic. Yeah, right on.
It was freshly caught, freshly filleted, and freshly cooked.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. I'll bet you $1 million if you and I were up here and we caught a bunch of walleye and I filleted them up fresh and just I got away from breading them and doing the fancy. You could do the beer batter thing and all this kind of stuff. And it's you know what? When I'm feeding 3 kids and a wife who are going to mow this stuff down like 90, I just put it in a little bit of flour with salt and pepper and a little seasoning, and I pan fried in butter, and they'll consume like 15 pounds of it in a sitting. And I'm sure you would love that too.
Yeah. Hey, Bill Snodgrass in the house. How you doing, Bill?
Yeah, walleye, in my opinion, is the best tasting freshwater fish you can catch. If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
into trout,
I
you're
love
into trout, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with trout, but trout, when you eat it, you know you're eating fish, right? Whereas with
Depends how-
walleye's got a very, very subtle flavor. And,
Walleye, I love walleye too. Mm.
mhm.
Yeah, all you guys are talking about is these lake fish. You got to get some fish out of the ocean, like
Yeah, but it's
blackfish
totally
is
different,
good.
Joe. It's totally
went-
different. The meat, the quality of the meat, the flavor of the meat, how you cook them, it's totally different. You cook saltfish different from the way you cook freshwater fish.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe that's your issue. You just haven't had really good freshwater fish cooked the right way.
I went down to North Myrtle Beach to the pier and went fishing for fish quite a few times, and all I was catching was shark, stingrays. What else did we?
Dogfish.
Yeah, nothing really.
Dogfish.
Nothing I could eat. So I was like, man, I'm done fishing. So I grab a net and a flashlight at night and use the dim light to find the crab.
That's illegal.
Scoop them up with a net. Not in North Carolina.
No?
Heck no.
I think that's illegal here in New York.
And you're allowed to even have up to seven traps without a permit, I think it is. And, we go up. I catch about 15, 20 of them. And, oh, man, that's so
Mr.
good.
Diggs, always glad for Clad, says the only fish he eats is crappie. You must be from somewhere right along the Canada-U.S. border.
Crappie's good, too.
Oh, my God.
Hey, 406, put a little salt on those grouse. It'll taste just like flounder.
You go and sit next to it where your cottages are all like side by side and you catch crappie underneath the docks. Yeah.
Crappie, bass,
Jesus,
walleye, trout. Oh my goodness,
Crappie.
love it all. I only go fishing when I want to do a fish fry or want to eat fish. Or else
typically when I go fishing, I'm like Joe, catch and release. I just go out there for the sport to have some fun. If I am going out to catch like something to bring home, it's usually like white bass, stuff like that when we're running.
I was fishing with my boat.
You can get like 25, 30 of them in like a crack like that if you go through the right spot.
Yeah. I'm totally the opposite. I fish for meat, and it may, your limit might be 4, but if it takes us like 6 to get to 4 or whatever, however many people are in the boat, 4 each, when we're done our limit, we go home, and then it's time to drink beer and cook up the fish. And that I won't sit out there and catch 200 fish because I believe. And I've learned in terms of my experience in fishing that, 10, 15, 20% of those fish that you fight in, you can release them, but those fish are going to die because they've struggled so hard to get in. Yeah, they fought so hard.
Oh,
well, you could say no all you want, but
it took me. I was fishing about 10 years ago, and I caught I was on my boat. I was all by myself, but I caught this. It had to be 25-pound, 30-pound striper, and I got it into the boat, and it was as big as the ski locker. That's how I knew it was a big fish. But it took me a half hour to revive that fish in the water, and he swam off strong.
Oh yeah, they do. They get it back. Okay. Unless you hook them in like the gills or the throat and you rip out something, then that's you might not make it, little buddy.
Yeah, but that happened one time, Joe. But I just I've grown up on lakes where people pay money to go fishing on them, and it's like I could go out and catch 200 walleye a day if I wanted. But what's the point? Really? I mean, what's the point?
Mr. says, if limit hits in 2 hours, take them home and go back.
If limit hits in 2 hours, Mr.
Depends
Diggs,
on how many people.
Mr. Diggs, you should live where I'm at. It takes you longer to get in the boat and drive to your fishing spot then it takes you to limit out, and then you drive back.
That's a well-packed lake, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We have a lot of the fish up here right now that are they come in. The stripers come in from the ocean, and they come up the river all the way up this far.
Yeah, because they're
spawn.
spawning, eh?
So a lot of them are cows, you know, and you don't want to keep the cows. So, you know, I throw them all back. I make sure they're, you know, if I don't gut hook them, you know, when they swallow the whole thing and you can't get it out, or they start bleeding the hell out of it, there's nothing you can do. But you know, if you hook them right in the cheek there, right under the jawbone, no problem, they'll live. If they can survive in the Hudson River, they're going to survive a little hook.
Yeah,
Right.
anything that survives the Hudson River, man. And I don't know if you want to eat anything out of the Hudson River.
I don't. My friend does. He eats the stripers.
Yeah, my buddy took me out on his boat. We crab fished, and he made some crab cakes. They're good.
Oh
but
yeah, blue
it's gonna
claw.
Probably kill me off early.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat any fish coming out of the Hudson River. That's for sure. I wouldn't even bother fishing in the Hudson River.
Oh man,
It's for the
It's
sport. I do it for the
here.
sport.
Yeah,
And
well,
these are
well,
ocean.
you go do your sport. I gotta
Hey,
go
you
fish
fish-
for food to feed my kids, and I'm not
Hey.
gonna feed my kids that crap that comes out of the Hudson River.
yeah. If you're fishing the Hudson, you may be catching a body too. Here,
There you go. Exactly.
You're talking down there by
And
the
not
city.
not to mention all the poop that gets flushed out from Long Island and all that kind of stuff that flows down there. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, am I wrong,
Joe?
Joe?
Hey, we're spoiling Joe's
Manhattan.
dreams here.
Come on. I can't believe you water ski in that stuff.
I'm 60 miles north of the city, man.
Oh,
It's-
well, maybe
It's
that's
fresh
okay.
water up here.
Maybe that's okay.
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Some of the water that they drink down there in the city is from right from the Hudson River here.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Whoa.
I still take that with a grain of salt.
Come on, I'm going fishing tomorrow. Don't try and burst my bubble, man.
Oh, go and catch all the fish you want, buddy.
It quit raining.
Just look for tumors on their side before you release them.
Like I said, I don't eat them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What happened?
I'm gonna get back to work here in a couple minutes, fellas. It stopped raining.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be calling it here shortly anyway. Like I said, I'm beat. It's been a long day.
Mm-hmm.
We might stick around for a little bit backstage, but not for long. Like I said, I want to get in the shower, get cleaned up, and get some aloe on my head.
I'm ready for bed
What
too.
happened?
Like I had dinner brought up to me, and like I'm so cooked, I can't even eat if I want to right now.
Oh, poor guy. Poor Charlie, man. Indiana Gold Getter. What's up, Scotty? How's it going?
What's up, Scotty?
How you doing, Indiana?
Yeah, for those just coming in and joining us, we're gonna probably end it here in about 15 minutes. It's been a long day. It's been a hot day. I didn't have much planned for tonight. We've already hit that hour and 16 minutes. So it's been a fun time. I got to say thanks again for everybody that came in. We have 36 thumbs up.
All
I
right.
really appreciate that. After the video is done, if you guys don't mind, remember to drop a comment. It really helps out. Gets us all out there. Improves the YouTube algorithm.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And don't forget, if you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow night, stop by. I'll be live 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Gonna figure out something nice to do. We'll figure something out. I don't know yet. I got a few ideas in the back of my head. Keep yous occupied.
Heck me, I'll be there.
Keep yous from getting in trouble.
Good times. Always good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we're done here at DC, I'll send you a text message back and let you know what's up, all right?
If you guys haven't seen Oh, sorry, so sorry. If you haven't seen my last 3 shorts from today, they're
Maybe, yeah.
check them out, man. I was loading up that thresher. We got it out of here. Axle broke. It's on the side of the highway. Stay tuned for round 2.
There you go. And if you guys haven't checked out my shorts from my trip down to Arizona and
No,
my
I didn't.
summary video at the end showing all the minerals that I collected, I strongly
38.
recommend you do.
39 thumbs up. 39 thumbs up.
There you
Right
go.
on.
Yeah, I gotta jump and go check my YouTube side because I haven't seen anything pop up for you yet, Rock Butcher. So I think YouTube might have purged me.
Maybe. I've got
Hey,
like
Sophia.
14,937 views in the last 28 days. Not that I'm a super YouTuber or anything like that. And but if we could get it over 15,000, let's do that. That'd be, I could show it my kids and go, Dad, man, you're cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Crazy what these kids think.
Some of those shorts were like over 2,000 views. It was nuts. Driving through the snowstorm in Minnesota, it was like, oh my God. I stopped filming because I was like 4-wheel drive, 40 miles an hour with studded tires on, and my truck was going like this on the road.
Marcus.
It was like
Man.
pulling off to the side. It was, I'm 55 years old. I've been driving since I was 16, and that is definitely one of my top 10 worst winter driving episodes of my entire life. Was that little trip? Thank God I left my
Later,
studs.
Bacchus.
Good night, Bacchus. Yeah. Thank God I left my studs on. Everybody down in Arizona is like, dude, you got studs on. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's better than being stuck up against an outcrop in Michigan.
11 inches of snow.
Minnesota.
11 inches of snow tonight in Colorado.
Wow.
Really? Up in the mountains, not where you are.
No, where I'm going in the mountains.
Oh, man.
It should be melted by the time we get there. Usually melt in 2-3 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this time last year, there's snow on the ground outside. Or 2019, there was a blizzard. So I was like, this is usually Colorado's hardest snow.
Yeah, we usually get one really, really good one right towards the end of May. 24th of May for us is a long weekend in Canada. And typically right around the 24th of May, we get a foot or something. And that's the last gasp of winter up here in the north. And then, and then it gets warm.
Said pick one of these up tomorrow. Carsales.com.
Yeah, I took a look at it. If you guys had the money, trust me, that would be a sweet buy.
Hey, I don't want to look. I'm scared to look. If you had the money, it was like 60 grand.
49,000.
Yeah, I wish I had 49,000.
Sorry, 46,000.
There you go.
Oh, you just saved yourself $3,000, man.
I'll just whip that out of my back pocket.
Heck, man.
Yeah, it's a 2019 Nissan Nirvana N-Trek D23 series, 4 auto 4x4 dual cab.
Are you?
It's got the light bar, the brush guard, like the whole 9 yards, the skid plates in the front and everything to protect the engine.
I gotta do the I'm not a robot thing. Sorry, I won't bother checking it out. Is that that's an ad for a truck?
Yeah.
A lot of gold went into this, but I need a new one.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a sweet ride, Brad.
Heck me, yeah.
I'll sell you mine, Brad, for $49 American.
Solar panels on the roof and dual batteries. That's what I got. Upgrade my solar panels, man. I went and grabbed them the other day to move them in the camper and cracked them. Crack. I'm like, oh, there's a couple, broken pieces. The square solar panel.
406 minor. Those weren't slightly used. Those were completely abused cards you sent me. If they weren't rolled over or completely demolished.
Man.
But it's been a fun time. We still have 10 awesome people in here hanging out, watching us chit chat and talk about cars now. We've had a variety of topics that we went through tonight.
Yeah, I can.
But other than that, I really have to say thank you for everybody that stopped by and was hanging out. Thank you for all the likes. I really appreciate it. Stick around. There are videos coming. It's just Ayou guy needs a little time to get stuff edited up. I got about 3 of them edited. They're scheduled to post. I have a bunch of shorts coming up. There's like 10 total videos that are coming out from this trip.
Wow.
And then on top of it now, I'm having other videos that are now adding to the backlog. So
Send them
If
out,
I
man.
catch a big one tomorrow,
Okay.
I'm going to make a video of it tomorrow, just for you,
Heck
Rob.
yeah. 406.
Just for you.
Just for me.
Just for you.
Oh, this way.
See, I know how to do it.
Yeah.
You'll
hey,
get
look,
it,
we're all
Joe.
poking corners now. We're all poking corners.
There you go.
Damn, Stacy, what happened to that car, brother? Here's your problem. Gold prospect in Montana, treasure fam, Gold Eagle. There's a car completely smashed, 406 last short. He said, check out my last short. It's a smashed car. Like, it looks like a crumpled up soda can with a motor stuck in there.
Stacy, remember when the next time we meet, because I'm not going to tell long stories now, but remind me to tell you about the story when the haul truck was on fire on the ramp and I put the fire out. And I'll tell you one
That
about
car
it.
straight up looks like it hit a
That
brick
ended up
wall.
looking like a tin can.
Yeah, I haven't had any notifications of anything going on. I got to check my YouTube side, make sure I'm still subscribed to everybody.
I'm getting a whole bunch of. I'm still subscribed, but I'm getting a whole bunch of like my notifications don't happen, or they come out like 30 minutes later. Like I'm sitting there doing something else, and I glance up, and all of a sudden there's like a little one there, and it says, "Well, this guy's been active for 30 days or 30 minutes, live."
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Like, 5 minutes ago, I looked up there and there was nothing there. So, yeah, YouTube's acting kind of crazy.
Yeah, something's going on.
Yeah, 406 Miner says they had to use the jaws of life to extract people from that vehicle.
Oh, man.
So if you are sensitive to seeing carnage in vehicles and stuff like that, just be careful watching it. This car looked like it literally drove into a brick wall.
Don't go to 406 Miners channel.
No, I ain't saying that. You can go over to 406 Miners channel. I'm just saying for those viewers that are sensitive to that kind of imagery, I'm just warning them now that it's not for those that are sensitive to viewing things like that.
There's no blood or nothing. It's just
it's just car carnage, but with him having to say that people were extracted with jaws of life, it just paints another mental picture.
right.
So it's one of those things that if you are sensitive to that type of carnage, just be warned. That's all I'm saying.
Heck me in.
I'm going to go over there as soon as I get out of here. I'm going to go look at it. See if there's any grouse running around in there.
I think I did see one in the hood, but it's like in the hood.
Driver lived. Major biohazard.
Looking at that vehicle, you don't think anybody would have survived that.
No, oh man. Surprised anyone did. They're lucky.
I got to go over there and look at it now.
But
That's the
that,
front.
no,
That's the front half of the vehicle. Yeah, I'd
We
be
got
very surprised if anybody survived that, or if they
Many
did, they
people
had
still-
horrific injuries.
so hanging out. We're gonna call it a night. It's been fun. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Remember, if you haven't, drop the thumbs up. After the video's done, leave a comment. And if you guys aren't doing anything tomorrow, remember, stop over by Joe's.
Joe,
What are you gonna be doing?
I got it
tomorrow?
right, Joe.
You got it right. There you go.
We'll see Joe.
I don't know. Kid comes up here asking me, "Where's mom?" I'm like, "I don't know." As soon as I got home, I came in here.
I get the same question. It'd be like, there's 6 rooms in the entire house. Why are you asking me?
It's like, hold on. Let me collect the mom pager. I'm not hearing it. She's not home.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
seeing y'all. Good seeing
Thanks for joining
everybody.
us. It's
Take
been
care.
fun. DC,
See you
I will
tomorrow.
text you in just a little bit.
DC
But,
prospecting.
Take care.
Thanks, everybody. And here comes that outro.
Oh.
Y'all have a good night. God bless.